Hello everyone, and welcome to the University of Hertfordshire. So my name is Lena Kloos. I am Head of Student Wellbeing, and I'm based in the university's Office of the Dean of Students. So today I'm going to talk to you mainly about student wellbeing, but I'll just briefly outline what we do in the Office of the Dean of Students. So we have a housing team for students living on campus. I recognise as online students you're not going to be on campus, but we also have community partnerships, student wellbeing, which we'll talk about, day nursery based on campus, and as a department we also deal with appeals, complaints and disciplinaries. So if ever you do need any advice around those, you can contact either the Office of the Dean of Students or the Students' Union, who are a really good place to go for advice. So in terms of what we do and can offer you as our students, in student wellbeing we have different types of services. So we have counselling, disability and mental health, which I'll talk about today. We also have medical centre and pharmacy, but as you're off campus I won't talk in detail about those today, but I will talk about the chaplaincy and health promotion. So to start off with counselling. Recognise that starting university and starting your studies with us, either here or long distance, can present challenges which you might not have been expecting. New stresses in your life, and as well as being a student, you're still also, a human being, and as human beings we sometimes come across challenges which can trip us up and which we can find difficult and which we can get some support for. So our counselling service at the university is here for you, it's here for all of our students. If you are able to get to Hatfield and you want to come along to some of our group workshops, then you'll be very welcome. You can book them on StudyNet, and we cover all sorts of range of topics in our workshops, such as emotional resilience or getting used to being a student, and time management and stress management, all those sorts of things. We also have a lot of information online. So if you do want some support but you feel you might not actually want to talk to anybody, have a look at the counselling pages on StudyNet and you'll find a lot of self-help information on there. And that's everything from stress management to maybe difficulties with eating, possibly difficulties maybe with self-harm, a whole range of topics where we give some really helpful information and advice written by our counsellors. We also offer individual counselling, so this is short term, so it's not like a long-term psychotherapy. Normally up to 6 sessions where you can talk with a counsellor about anything that you want help with. Our counselling is free and it's confidential, so if any of your lecturers try to ring us and say, did they turn up for counselling, we're not going to tell them. This can be provided for you as an online student, and we would talk to you about the best way to deliver counselling with us if you wanted it. So what I would suggest is that you contact us and then we'll talk about whether it might be over the telephone or via an app such as Skype. We also have disability support in student wellbeing. You can see on the screen at the moment some examples of disabilities that our students disclose to us, but it would be impossible to list out every condition that would be recognised as a disability. A disability is a long-term condition which is expected to last at least 12 months. So as well as the normal physical, sensory impairments which we might think of, that also includes an awful lot of medical conditions, a medical condition that is long-lasting. The most commonly disclosed disability at the university is specific learning difficulty, such as dyslexia, and actually the second most commonly disclosed nowadays is normally mental health, which we will go on to talk about. If you do want support for your disability, we've got a disability team who can work with you. What they will do is talk to you about your disability and how that impacts on the studies that you are doing. So there's no set package of support, it's all tailored to your individual needs. A disability advisor will talk to you and then agree the best type of support and adjustment that we can make. and agree this in a study needs agreement. And it might, for example, be using assistive technology or extra time for assignments, or possibly some sort of mentoring or long distance study skills. As with counselling, all of this support can be provided for you long distance if you need it. So mental health, which we've already mentioned. So 1 in 4 people in the UK are said to experience a mental health problem at some stage in their lives. If this is you, please speak to us about it if you want some support. I completely understand and recognise that talking about your personal mental health isn't always an easy thing to do, but we have a specialist team here at the university who are really experienced in supporting students who are experiencing difficulties with their mental health or their mental well-being. So please, if you do want support with it, do come and talk to us and let's see if we can support you. As well as making support and adjustments for your studies, like I've just described for the disability team, the mental health team might also help you to engage in support with your local NHS mental health services, or they might set up a mentor for you, or they might actually help you to develop some strategies themselves to help you manage your mental health and be a student here with us. As with all the other services, we can do this for you long distance if needed. Our chaplaincy. So we have a lovely chaplaincy service at the university. It's multi-faith. A lot of people think that to use the chaplaincy you must be religious. You can be of religion or of no religion to use our chaplaincy. We have a number of chaplains at the university of different faiths. So if, for example, you are of Muslim faith or Jewish faith, then we have a chaplain that you can get some support from. And if we don't have a chaplain of your particular faith or religion, then our chaplaincy can help you find something locally to support you and for you to engage with. If you are near the campus and you do want to come on campus, then we have lots of activities in our key centre run by the chaplaincy, such as meditation sessions and drop-ins and mindfulness and talks and lectures, all sorts of things. You can see their contact details here on the screen. It's slightly different to student wellbeing. They have their own contact details. So do log into their website and have a little look and see if you think they might be able to support you. And finally, health promotion. So we recognise that for some of our students, especially those who are living on campus, it might be the first time they've moved away from home. It might be the first time they've had to look after themselves and their own health. And I recognise for you as our online students, you could be in a similar position to them. So I want to make sure you're aware of our health promotion activities. We have a web page called Healthy Students on StudyNet. And Healthy Students is giving trustworthy advice about health issues. We have lots of different areas, so healthy sex, staying healthy, healthy mind, we've talked a lot about mental health, and healthy body. And they give advice as you would expect on those different areas. They're articles written for our students and they are signposting to people that you can trust. So if you are feeling unwell or you want a bit of advice on maybe how to look after your well-being and your mental well-being, then do have a little look on this site, and if you've got any feedback for me on this, then please let me know. So getting in touch with us, Student Wellbeing, who are based in the Hutton Hub on the College Lane campus if you are nearby, but you can contact our counselling, disability and mental health services through the contact details given on this page. studentwellbeing@hearts.ac.uk will get you through to all of our services and will then direct you to the best support. So, and if you want to follow us on Twitter, we have a few Twitter accounts which can give some useful, and they can be quite active, and just give some fun information for you to feel involved and part of our student body. So finally, just to say, enjoy your time with us, and we wish you all the very best with your studies.